I have some special guests in the house, but let me tell you a little about what they'll be talking about. Today we'll be talking about sports and charity, talking about the instrument, that's golf, that is used. We're talking about the Daniel Ogechi Akujobi Memorial Foundation that has been involved using golf to bring smiles to the faces of people doing their own bits in helping out. I have some representatives from that foundation. They will educate us more on their activities, what they do. We're interested because we know the tremendous power of sports. I have the pleasure of having with me Adaize, Ayana, and Dominic Ewurum. I hope I got the names right.
Yes.
Okay, good to have you guys join us tonight.
Thank you.
Let me start with Dominic. For us on this side, we always look at the sports angle of everything, but like you rightly corrected me tonight, there's a lot around this initiative. So let me allow you to start by telling us some of those things. We just talk about the golf, but all of the activities that surround this is the 8th edition. Some of the activities that surround this that we probably don't get to hear about.
I think, let me say thank you for welcoming us into your studio. The Daniel Ogechi Akujobi Memorial Foundation is a foundation that was set up to help the less privileged as a result of what happened to a young boy who is intelligent in the person of Daniel Ogechi himself. He was involved in an accident, and it is from there that the DOAMF Foundation vision came about. And as God will have it today, we've been able to do so many things using golf, like you said, and charity to touch life. The Daniel Ogechi Akujobi Foundation, which is known as DOAMF Foundation, the motto is touching lives. And so far, we've been able to touch so many lives. So the 8th edition of the golf tournament is coming up tomorrow at the Koi Club 1938. The tee-off time is about 6:40, okay. And golfers will come from all walks of life, coming together to support the cause of the foundation, which basically is not just golf, but also charity. I think to that end, I will want to say that is what we stand for.
Okay. We hear that let me come to your days. We heard that over 180 players will be involved. Some of those made up of those who made the cuts earlier in the qualifiers, and another 60 will join this. And it's going to be a lot of golfing action for those who will play and those who will be by the sides to see them play.
Yeah, sure. Part of the players are consisting of people who have been supporting us in time past, and people who would also want to come in this particular year. So we encourage more people to join willingly. Come see what DOAMF Foundation Charity Golf Tournament feels like. Thank you.
Okay. Let me go to Dominic. What usually happens? I know you receive a lot of support from a lot of corporate bodies, a lot of who believe in this vision. And what does it entail? What those 180 players? I know. There are things that they bring to the table as well to ensure that you're able to touch lives as much as you want to do.
Yes, the 180 players consist of both individuals and corporate organizations. Okay. The individuals do their bits, the corporate organizations do their bits. And the foundation is set up in a way that lives are touched and touched positively. We concentrate on 2 thematic areas after raising funds from the charity golf tournament.
Yeah.
The thematic areas are education and health. Those areas, we give our scholarship to indigent but brilliant students, of which till date we can boast of a doctor
from this foundation.
Yes, from this foundation. We have a first-class graduate in our last tournament that we showcase. So we do a whole lot. We've been able to build some sick bays in partnership with some of our partners, like Mobile, Total. Then we've been also...
A lot of corporate bodies.
Yes, we've also done some things like library, in partnership with...
Let me quickly ask you, what's the, how do you decide what gets done? How do you decide, okay, this is the area I want to focus this year. These are going to be the recipients. I mean, there must be something you follow after, you gather what has accrued for the year, and what criteria do you use? So we're going to touch this aspect, we're going to touch these people.
Like I said initially, our thematic activities are education and health. What we'll look at is the less privileged areas. We look at less privileged areas. Like last year, we went to Elega, lepers colony. Okay. When you hear of lepers colony, a lot of people are scared of going into such a place. But we took the giant step to get into lepers colony, supported them, take care of them medically, supported them materially, and all what have you. And that's we do from time to time. Also, what we'll do in picking the areas we want to support, we try as much as we can to go into remote areas. We also get information from people around us who can say, okay, this area needing help, and we'll try and look at them and see if we can come in to help them, as the case may be.
All right. Let's talk about the players that will come tomorrow. Let me talk to Adaize. The players, what will be on ground to ensure that, like you said, it's not so much about the golf. It's much more about
the charity,
the charity. But of course, the people coming out want to enjoy themselves. They want to play. So, what arrangements have been made to produce, to create rather a conducive environment, allow the guys enjoy the game of golf, and maybe, who knows, maybe we'll get, even though I know it's on the amateur level, but we'll get people who can aspire to play more golf.
Well, to be very candid with you, you're right. When you hear golf, you think of the elite, the elite in the society, and we're privileged to have contact with some of these people. And then we use this the tournament to bridge the gap between the less privileged and the privileged. So quite all right. We make the tournament as conducive as necessary. We've done so much preparations. I mean, we will be doing a health checkup.
Okay.
We'll be testing people for their blood pressure. There will be sugar tests on that very day.
Sure that the people playing
their vital signs. Yes, to make sure they are very fit. Yes, and we also, give them some medical advice, to help them.
Okay.
And after that, they take some snacks, to re-energize them.
Get ready to play the game.
Because golf is not just a thing for the lazy man.
All right, I know. Let's go. Yeah, some of the things I read in the dailies, the golf course that is going to be used. We hear that you guys are going to touch it up, make everything very, very conducive and playable for the players.
Yes, we also try as much as we can to make the place as conducive as it can be for the people playing the golf. Mm-hmm. We also try as much as we can to make sure that whoever is coming, whether as a guest player or as a player that qualified through the qualifiers, everybody is comfortable. We ensure that at the end of the day, it's a win-win situation for both DOAMF Foundation and the golfing community, so that at the end of the day, whenever we call on them, they are ready and willing to support us, because our watchword in DOAMF Foundation is proper accountability and physical transparency. For everything we do, we try to let those who support us know that these are the things we channel, whatever we.
I'm just curious. Is it also open? I'm asking Dominic now. Is it open to people who just want to see the game of golf?
Yes, it's open to the public. It's open to the public. If you want to come and see the game, you are welcome to see the game. It's not
stay somewhere and be quiet. Because when you play golf, you can't scream, you can't shout.
Golf is a very sensitive game. It's not a game for. It's not a game for. It's not like a football game.
Somebody's going to take a swing.
Even when you walk towards the course, there is a way you walk so that you don't distract the people playing the game. So that is how it works. So those coming from outside are also welcome.
I'm also curious, how competitive? I know winning is not top priority for most people because a lot of people come out there as leisure. They come out to really enjoy themselves. But the competitive nature of this golf tournament, is it really high, or people just come just banter, play, or a lot of some of those guys really want to win?
Interesting question. I think the competition is very competitive. Very competitive. You see people scrambling to want to play for this tournament.
All right.
Last year we had about 180 golfers. This year we have well over 180 golfers or close. You know, so when you look at it, it keeps getting better every year. It keeps getting better, both in terms of sponsorship, in terms of participation, and in terms of coverage. And we hope to continue in that line. We hope to continue and make it better than what it is today. And we want to, in a very special way, thank all those who have been supporting us individually and collectively. We want to thank the Board of Trustees of the Foundation. We want to thank the Golf Committee.
All right.
And also our well-meaning sponsors all over Nigeria, individuals and corporates.
This is the 8th edition. Finally, before I allow you guys go, let's talk about your commitment to supporting this. You know, you see a lot of good initiatives, 1 or 2 years down the line, you know, people start getting tired. So your commitment to this, is it, you know, for the long haul, or you've achieved all you want to achieve, or there are still many areas you want to touch that you've not, you know, gotten to, which will make you continue this? So your commitment to it, is it for a long time to come, or you've probably already achieved what you wanted? Let me allow give me a response to that one.
Okay, thank you. Like he has already talked about, my colleague already said, the tournament is usually used to raise funds.
Okay.
You know, to enable us execute our core thematic project. So yes, we're very much committed for a long time. You know, as long as we keep, or except we see another
cause
that
is bigger than
this. Thank you. Except we see that, I mean, we will continue with golf tournament,
charity tournament. Future.
Yes.
Dominic?
Yes.
You agree?
Yes. It's a going concern. It's a going concern. It's not something we want to short-live. It's something that will outlive whatever we are doing, both in terms of the golfing and in terms of the support we give to people, the less privileged. Is something that is going to be continuous. It's not just going to be a one-off.
Guys, I want to thank you for coming here today. I wish you all the best with your foundation. I hope that you'll be able to achieve all the things you want. So thanks for coming. Maybe we might just grace you with our presence there tomorrow. All right, those have been representatives from the Daniel Ogechi Kujobi Memorial Foundation. They've spoken about the golf tournament that is for charity and what they plan to do. All right, let's take a breather and go on a break. When we return, we'll be taking a look at the 2018 African Nations Championship. Join us again.